G'day folks, it's Rob here, and in today's video we're talking spuds again. We're going to start off by planning out a little wicking root pouch garden up here on the deck with some spuds so we can have some deck spuds, and then we're going down the back and I'll give you a look at the harvest of another wicking barrel that's ready to be pulled. And yeah, at the end we'll give you a bit of an update on how the spuds are going in the aquaponics system. So I'll stop nattering on, bring you down close, and we'll get into the build. So to begin with, I'll just give you a quick rundown on the position. We're just up on our deck here. North is pretty much all that way over there, and we get a lot of sun here even through summer in the morning, somewhere around about 4-5 hours at least. So what we're hoping to do is catch the last of the winter sun and also the spring sun and get a batch of spuds through, because yeah, they'll easily get 4+ hours here up on the deck at the moment. I haven't actually timed it. I'll do that tomorrow and you can, yeah, it'll pop up there on the screen. So yeah, these guys should do well up here because they're only a 3 to 4 month crop for us here and where we are. And yeah, I'll also be starting off some others down the back once we do a little bit more work down there. Now the little rig I'll be growing in is basically a wicking tray. So what we have is the bottom of a blue barrel that I've cut off, and I've installed a little bit of a drain there, and that will take any overflow of water that may occur through either rain, which I don't think we'll get a lot of here, or us accidentally overfilling it. Now my little reservoir section is pretty much all the same. It has been the same for almost 10 years now. Basically 100mm or 4-inch slotted irrigation pipe, and I've just covered the ends here with some scrap shade cloth because I'm going to be popping some rocks down there just to create some voids so we can hold some extra water. Now I will be using a sand wick in this little build, and the sand wick I am using is a root pouch. It's actually a little bit overfilled at the moment, but I'll be using this to draw the water from the very base of the tray all the way up to the pouch, because it will be sitting on top of this. And around these gaps here, I'm just going to be popping the rocks, as I mentioned before. Now we also have a little bit of a cutout down here, and that will be for the fill tube. So what I might do is I might just set up the camera on the tripod, and yeah, we'll walk through the build. Won't take very long at all, really. So to begin with, we'll just pop in this little fill tube. It's basically, I think it's a 40mm or 1.5 inch just irrigation pipe. I use it as the basic fill tube for all of our wicking barrels and beds. Also use it as a greenhouse frame as well. And I've just cut out a little section on an angle just to let the water flow freely out into the reservoir pipe here. So that's the little hole I cut in the pipe, and it's as easy as just popping that through there. Now I have drilled some holes in the pipe here and also corresponding on the side of the tray. And what that's going to do is help me secure this little fill tube in here so it doesn't get accidentally pulled out. Just arrange this pipe correctly. So I'm just going to run the zip tie through the pipe here, and then we'll feed it through these holes and back through, and then just zip it off on the interior so it looks relatively neat and tidy. There we go. And that'll basically just stop this pipe from being pulled out, causing a few issues down the track. So now I just need to empty out some of the sand from this root pouch. I've just got a little bucket here, emptying it into, and I want to bring it down to just above the level of this pipe here. There we go. I think that's pretty much all good. And what we can do with this is we can either fold it down or just fold it over like that. It doesn't really matter because water will come up through that sand. The fabric will be wet as well and acting as a wick, and then it will be transferred into the root pouch itself. So just straightening up this hose work one more time, and we'll pop the sand wick in. And now we can start putting some rocks around here. So I'm just going to pop a few more rocks over that back area. I think that should pretty much all do it. Yeah, that's brought us up nice and level with the sand in that center root pouch. So this rock here is the decorative rock we had underneath the old aquaponics system. So it's just going to look a little bit nicer than just having sand all around the edge. So this is a root pouch that we've used before to grow in. I've just given a bit of a blast with the water blaster and she's turned up all right. So all we're going to do now is pretty much we'll fill this up with some soil. I'm just using my favourite premium potting soil and I'll run through the amendments I'm adding in a minute. First of all, just want to try and fold down that root pouch in the centre down there. Pop some soil on top just to keep it down and flat. There we go, we've got it started. Now I'm probably going to be adding around about 15 centimetres or half a foot in the base here. So just make this nice and flat, and I think it's actually just under 15 centimetres, probably around about 5 inches or 125 mil. Now, I have some amendments to add. I have a activated rock dust mineral that I've been using, just a couple of small handfuls in there. And on top of that, I'm adding in 4 seed potatoes. One there, one down there. Just quickly, these seed potatoes, they're nothing special. They're just ones we bought from a shop that have started to chit, so we decided to plant them out. So a lot of people will recommend getting certified seed potatoes. I just haven't bothered. I may do in the future again, but this soil probably won't be growing potatoes in the future, so I don't have to worry about transferring diseases. That one can go just down in there. Now, I'm just going to top it off with probably about another 4 inches worth of soil. There we go, that's pretty much all it. Now, I could roll these sides down and just to allow the soil to get a little bit more sunlight and keep it warm, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I think it'll get warm enough as it is. Now all we need to do is just fill it up down through the little fill tube. So this might get a bit messy from time to time, but basically all we're doing is just using some watering cans to fill it up. I dare say this will take at least 2 watering cans worth of water. And so we're getting pretty close. There we go. So yeah, just over 18 litres worth of water to fill up the reservoir. And that's just going to drip down now onto the aquaponics, which I'm not too concerned about. So there we go, folks. All I need to do now is just get a little bit of a cap to put over there, just to stop mosquitoes going down there, but I don't think we'll have too many issues with them. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing how well this does. I've done other wicking trays in the past, the black turmeric down the back and the like, and they work really well. So looking forward to harvesting some spuds from these come November. The other pouches up here we've got at the moment are just the ginger we're overwintering. They all ended up dying back. And yeah, just quickly, we're going to pinch some of the root from this one to start off next year's crop. And we're just going to eat these guys fresh after they sprout, as we need ginger. Anyway, that's enough of rabbiting on about that. So folks, it's the next day, and I thought we'd give you a bit of a look at how much water has been wicked up into the pouch. Obviously, we can't go in there and wring out every single drop from the soil. But what I thought I'd do is I'd top it up with a watering can here, and we'll stop when we see it overflow through the port on the other side. So there we go. Actually looks like quite a bit's dribbling out there, but that will give us some indication. So it's a bit hard for you to tell, but from my calculation we've probably used just under half a watering can full of water. So that means this pouch is wicked up with no plants growing and no plants using that water, probably around about 4.5 litres or around about a gallon of water. So I already knew it was going to work, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. And obviously, as soon as the plants start to take off and use that water, more water will be used regularly. And I dare say we'll probably have to top this up every, I don't know, probably every 4 days, 4 to 5 days, if all the plants take off and do really well. So we'll jump back to yesterday now and go harvest the spuds down the back. So folks, this is the other barrel I have to harvest. We'll just pull these ones out first. Got a couple of nice ones, better grab a basket, hey, that might help. This one here has got a very nice looking spud on him. So, very impressed with that one indeed. Pretty much we're just going to have to loosen it up like I did with the last harvest with the fork, trying not to damage any. So another little tiny one. And a nice size one there. Oh, a couple of nice size ones. These ones here have split as well, just like the ones from the last harvest, so maybe they're in here a little bit too long. Right, there's a few more over there. Might just start getting this over. A couple of nice ones down in here. I'll have to dig a bit deeper for them. Oh wow, that's a whopper. I just ran my finger through one of the mother spuds. Might just toss that out on the ground, I think, under the camera. There's more of her gooey goodness. Hopefully the magpies are masking any of the music in the background. I don't have a music company claim my content. Just bring in for the final few. There's a small one there. Another nice big one there. And I think that might actually be it. We might go up and weigh these guys up. And then I'll give you a look at the aquaponic spuds. So that's all teared off nicely. So just up under the deck here with the lights on. Sorry if it's a bit glary. But yeah, we've got 2.4 kilograms to beat this time round. We'll see how we go. I don't think we're going to get there. No, well there's 2 kilos. But I don't think these last few will be enough to put us over the edge. No, there we go, 2.1 kilograms. But I mean, still, can't really complain about that. That's not a bad harvest at all, really. Give us a couple of meals. So it'll be interesting to see how well the others we have on the go turn out at the moment. So we'll check out the potatoes on the other side of the aquaponics here. This is a little tub with some root pouches in it that I planted out some potatoes the other day. You'll check out that little clip up there if you're interested. Down here in the cocoa peat one, haven't really seen any growth pop through, just the spuds are down there. Down here in the soil one, a bit of a different story. We are getting some pop through. The soil itself, yeah, it's not as moist as it was, as you might have seen in the update I posted yesterday or the other day. So I think it was just really moist at that point in time due to the rain. And over here in the clay one, not much action there either. Although I do like to just have a bit of a gander and see how far those little roots under the sprouts have grown every day. But yeah, at least they're taking off. And there is another one down here that I just planted on the outside. Thanks to Greg from Greg's Kitchen for the suggestion, by the way. Check out his channel. He suggested just popping one down here to see how it goes. So we've done just that. And yeah, no little root growth as of yet. Oh, and I also popped in some water chestnuts as well. There's a water chestnut there, there, and there. Actually, I might just move this one over a little bit. And yeah, what we're going to do with these potatoes is I'm going to try and just mound up more clay over the top here, just to see how they go, to see if we can get yeah, a harvest from a potato just sitting on the clay itself, not on a little wicking stand or pedestal like I have in there. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a look at a different way to grow spuds in the little wicking root pouch up on the deck there, and also in the aquaponics here, and of course the harvest. I mean, not complaining about the harvest whatsoever. If you do want to see how the deck spuds and the aquaponics spuds go through the season, don't forget, all you need to do is hit that little subscribe button and then just hop on over to the bell icon and jump on that, and YouTube will hopefully give you a notification once those videos are uploaded to the channel. Also too, just quickly before I go, if you folks who are interested in aquaponics, I have a guide that is now available for beginners. There will be a link pop up here, and also one at the very end of the clip in a thumbnail if you want to check that out. It's $10 US. And yeah, so far people have been very chuffed about it, and it's been doing really well. So thank you to everyone who has purchased one. We really do appreciate the support. But I think I will pretty much well leave it there. I do hope you're all well and happy in your own gardens and aquaponic systems are booming, and I will catch you next video. Cheers folks, and happy growing.